Daily File exclusive, Captain Daniel Quinn. He's a former Army captain and teammate of Sergeant Martland.
Trigger warning.
And Republican Congressman Duncan Hunter, who has been fighting to keep Martland in the Army. Thank you both for being back with me. Let me start with you, Captain Quinn. This is unbelievable. I mean, so he's done. The Army has sided essentially with the Afghan child rapist.
It's correct. It's it's a travesty, not just to Charles, but to his wife, to his two kids. Charles was born to be a soldier. He did it better than anyone I've ever worked with. And it's terrible, not just for him and his family, but for our country as well.
What do you, go ahead.
All he wants to do is continue to serve our country with distinction, just like he's done for the last 11 years. And the Army's refusing to let him do that. It's a
My question is, why the fuck is that dude, even trying to go back in the military? Because, I mean, it seems to me like I'd be so, if I was in his shoes, I'd be so fucking disgusted with the whole thing. I would regret ever signing up to begin with, you know what I mean? Yeah, why is Charles Martland even trying to go back in,
Service to him, his family, and to everyone that's worked with him, for him, and that knows him.
What do you make of this statement we just heard? There's no policy in place to ignore human rights violations, none at all.
That's not necessarily true, because we had, as we've discussed, there's been 3 previous cases of sexual assault. Charles and I reported each one up our chain of command, and what their policy is that we have to go through the local government of Afghanistan. So in our case, we went through the local government 3 times, and all 3 times it was basically met with indifference.
They don't care.
Exactly. So
they don't care. These Afghan commanders are raping children, and this is somehow acceptable over there. And they expect the American commanders to say, "All right, no problem."
Yes, and then we're just told continually you have to go through the local government. And the last time we did that, a 14-year-old girl was raped in a field, and her rapist was found guilty, sentenced to 1 day in jail. And then when he was released from jail, she was forced to marry him because she was no longer a virgin. It was now tainted and was unacceptable to be married to anybody else.
I don't get it, Congressman Hunter. I don't get it. I don't get what. Why are the Afghans are going to do what they're going to do? We're not going to change Afghan culture, I suppose. However, we are who we are. And these guys sounded like they're asking them to sacrifice all they stand for in order to serve their country over there.
Yeah, imagine this too. You're a 20-year-old kid. You went over and
man, but pay attention to the guy on the right. Pay attention to his face. Just, I can only imagine sort of PTSD the student must have, and how just disgusted and really just heartbroken he is.
Over there.
Yeah, imagine this too. You're a 20-year-old kid. You went over and you're serving your nation, and on your U.S. base, you actually see child rapists and pedophiles, and hear the screams of little boys at night, and you're told it's an Afghan criminal issue. The DOD's statement today is pure lawyer speak. You're a lawyer. Of course, there's no policy like they said, but they were allowing this to happen because I don't know if they don't want to offend the wrong people. There is a shameful lack of leadership and morality in the Army. And, frankly, I can't get anywhere on this issue, even in the Armed Services Committee.
I mean, who can reverse it? Who can reverse it? Who can get Martland back in?
The Secretary of the Army or the Secretary of Defense. The problem is the Secretary of the Army is a former congressman who's buddies with half of my colleagues on Capitol Hill.
Why wouldn't they
aren't going
want
to get
this?
after him.
Why
He's
are they
retiring
against
in a few
him?
months anyway.
Why?
So, because they're all chummy. They're all buddies. We've been bringing this up, Megan. This has been 3 or 4 months now. This Martland case has exposed that there have been hundreds of soldiers and Marines now exposed to these child rapists on their bases. This isn't like out with Martland and Danny Quinn alone and unafraid in these small provinces. This was happening on U.S. bases where you had hundreds, if not thousands, of U.S. military personnel. So this has now been allowed by the U.S. government. And instead of stopping this, and the Army saying, hang on, we're going to do a common sense test. Let Sergeant First Class Martland stay in. We're going to stop this. They aren't doing that.
No, they're saying they've chosen a different side,
speak, and we're going to kick them out anyway. We don't care
Captain
what the right
Quinn,
thing to do is.
I gotta
do you
go.
want your son or daughter serving in the Army?
Yeah, that is a great fucking point, mister. Yeah, guy on the left. Yeah, I think he's a congressman. Yeah, what was the name? Representative Duncan Hunter, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, There you go. Great fucking question. Yeah, let's replay that.
But anyway, we don't care
Captain
what the right
Quinn,
thing to do is.
I gotta
Do you want
go.
your son or daughter serving in the Army?
Yeah. Would you want to serve in the military? Okay, I want every single fucking person who's interested in joining the military themselves. Okay, if any of you guys are interested in joining the military, please watch this fucking video. All right. I mean, is this type of shit you want to sign up for? And you're saying, do you think this is rare? No. All right. This military, this government organization has a very poor track record all throughout history. I mean, you know, even going back decades ago, you know, back to the Vietnam War, Gulf of Tonkin, it was a complete lie that led to war crimes. You know, look at the Iraq weapons of mass destruction lie, total lie. You know, and then there's also this. Apparently, you're supposed to just let your Afghan allies rape little babies. Yeah, rape little boys, rape little girls, force people to marry their fucking rapist. You're supposed to just let that shit happen, huh? Wow.
I gotta
I mean,
go.
do you
but
want your son or daughter to serve an institution who says pedophilia and child rape
Understood.
is okay as long as it's the custom of the land and it's a criminal case for them? Don't worry about it. That's nonsense.
I
We go
understand.
overseas
I gotta go.
to
I
fight
gotta
for
go.
our principles.
I don't think
Yeah, I mean, I think he makes pretty good fucking points, you know. I mean, I agree with the points he's saying, and that's another great fucking point too, you know. Some of these, like, it's like this idea that, oh well, it's just their culture. No, like, I don't give a fuck about quote unquote culture. Like, it's a bad culture. I mean, like, culture is only fine and dandy so long as you don't rape people, right? But so long as you do just, you know, disgusting violent acts without any kind of reason or justification, that's where it crosses the line. Like, what the fuck?
I gotta ask you, Captain Quinn, before we go.
Sure.
How is your friend? Is he Captain Martinland?
I mean, you know, first of all, he's very thankful for all the support he's received from the whole country. It's humbling for both him and I. We really appreciate it, and you know, he's doing right. He's obviously definitely broken today from the news, but he's going to keep fighting. We're going to keep fighting, and Congressman Hunter's going to keep fighting. And we just ask America to keep helping Congressman Hunter out. Write to him, write your congressman, and let's get Charles to stay in the Army.
Thank you, guys.
There you go.
Write to him.
There you go. I mean, what the fuck else do I need to say, you know? Do not join the military. Do not join the United States military. You know? I mean, throughout the history of this organization, for decades, hundreds of years, I mean, you know, there were all sorts of lies, deception, the government forcing the veterans, their service members to do fucked up, disgusting shit. If they do the right thing, they get punished. You know? This is just one of many examples, you know what I'm saying? Do not join the military. Do not join the military. Do not join the military. I'm serious, man. Most veterans who I've talked to, most of them will say, don't join the military. All right. Do not join the military. Do not join the United States military. I mean, is this type of shit you want to be fucking signing up for? I mean, do you want me to sign up for this shit? Because let me tell you something. I very highly doubt that these dudes would have signed up if they knew for sure in advance that this is what they'd be doing. You know what I mean? But I think that brings me back to my previous point. Why the fuck is Mr. Charles Martland over here, the guy on the left, why the fuck is he even trying to get back in the military? You know? I mean, why would you even want to work in this disgusting organization? You know? That's the part I don't get, you know? So yeah, it looks like, I'm pretty sure down the right, Dan Quinn, he, you know, I'm pretty sure he quit the military. Yeah, he didn't even try to get reinstated because I mean, sounds to me like he said, fuck this, you know? Yeah, why the fuck? Man, I find it, okay, anybody who sees this fucking story and or stories like this, okay, and you seriously, I mean, like, how the fuck can you be seriously interested in joining the military? How can you seriously be interested in joining the military when, if you do know about shit like this, you know? I say, man, when I was a naive teen and I was interested in joining the military, look, the main reason why I wanted to join was to kill these evil terrorists, right? Yeah, you hear about these disgusting, you know, child trafficking rituals, and you're like, man, I just want to fucking put a bullet in their brain, you know? That's why I was interested in joining, you know? I was interested in joining the special forces. But after about a year or two, I started doing more and more research, and yeah, and I did this story right here was one of many stories, one of many things that got me disinterested in joining the military. Yeah, I heard about this story right here when I was like about 17, 18 years old or so, and yeah, I was like, man, fuck this, like this is not what I want to be signing up for, you know, okay, when I was interested in signing up, like this was not what I had in mind, right? Yeah, and I'm sure this is not what these guys had in mind either, you know? Again, go back and watch. I mean, look at that guy's face when that governor was like, hey man, imagine you're a 20-year-old kid, you sign up for the military, think you're gonna do something good, kill piece of shit terrorists, now you're being forced to work with these child rapists, and you get punished if you defend kids against these rapists. You know what I mean? It's like that is like, no, I don't want to sign up for this shit, okay? Anybody who's interested in joining the military needs to watch this video and other videos like this, okay? I'm sure you can find multiple ridiculous bullshit. All right. Okay. This type of shit. No. Do not join the military. Do not join the military. Do not join the military.